novels.
Four.
4 novels. And the latest one is called Moving. There we go.
I'm here to plug.
Which is about a lovely lady called Edwina.
Is she lovely? She's
Well,
very flawed.
Yes, she is flawed.
Yes.
But aren't we all, Jenny?
We're all hideously flawed. I got more flaws than anybody. Edwina is in her 70s and she's decided that the house she's lived in for 50 years has got to go. It's turned against her. She can't cope with it anymore. It's like having a very big dog. Yeah. It's impossible to control. So she's going to leave and she gets an estate agent round, and as they go room by room, all the secrets and memories unfurl, and there's obviously a big tragedy in the backstory, and we have to find out what that is, how it happened. And then there's a middle chunk of the book where we go to Manchester in the 80s, and we see the story from the point of view of a 19-year-old drama student. Guess what I was doing when I was 19, living in Manchester?
I
was a drama student.
And
then the last third of the book is told from the point of view of her stepson, who has witnessed the awkward relationship. Yeah, everything's an awkward relationship. This book is full of awkward relationships.
But families are awkward. This is what I like about your writing. You do not sentimentalise the family situation.
No, these are not fluffy chick lit. If you're thinking of taking this away to the beach for a laugh, that's not going to happen.
No, it's quite dark.
I might spoil your holiday.
Yeah, but I remember reading your last novel on a holiday on the Isle of Mull, actually, and it was brilliant. And again, it was not sentimental about children and how they actually don't always love their parents brilliantly.
Yeah, absolutely. The relationships, the very close relationships that we're all in, are often quite tricky. But yeah, so it's all that and more.
Yes. What goes on in your little black wooden house in South East London? That's what I'd like to know.
Black wooden box. Well, you know, I've moved quite a lot. As a child, I was an army kid, so we lived in army barracks quite a lot, and they're very regimental. They're pebble dash. They're brown. You have regulation furniture, and my mother, who is an army wife, you'd have to count your spoons in and out because you were given a regulation set of spoons, and if you lost one in the 3 years that you were in a posting, you had to sort of pay for it. So I remember every time we moved, my mother counting spoons on the kitchen table. And so when I was about 8 and I went to someone's house and they didn't live in an army house. They
didn't count spoons.
They didn't have to count their spoons, but they also had sort of furniture that wasn't regulation furniture. And I think that for me, ever since those moments, I've been obsessed with houses and how people live in their houses and how a house is just basically a memory box. I think that's what Moving really, the thrust of the book is about, is that if you lift the lid off a house, it's basically all the stuff is in there. You know, if walls could talk, it would drive you mad. But there we, you know, that sort of thing.
No, exactly. And as you get older, you feel a need to get rid of things. I'm going through that at the moment.
Isn't it strange? Anyway. You spend half your life collecting, wanting, and then the next half just going, oh, just get it all out.
Yeah. Now, the tour.
Yes, the tour as well.
September, what's it called?
Well, it's called How to Be a Middle-Aged Woman, open brackets, without going insane, close brackets. Oh, there I am. But it's
why did you do that?
It's not the worst lingerie shot this week, is it? Thanks to Lord
not.
Sewell. I think that, yes, similar bra fittings. My bras always look like I found them on the night bus, similar to Lord Sewell's. This show was screaming to be written because, you know, it is such a peculiar time of life. And, yeah, why that picture? People are quite surprised, not by the sort of acres of tapioca-coloured flesh.
I wasn't surprised. Coming from you, I wasn't surprised.
People are mostly alarmed by the fact that my bra and pants don't match. I didn't know that this was such an offence. People go, what a shame, the bra and the pants don't match. No, and apparently, you know, if you're in a road traffic accident and you're found in unmatching bra and knickers, the ambulance men, they don't have to take you to hospital. It's an unwritten law. They can leave you at the side of the road. That's not true.
We're going to get you transported home now. I'm not quite sure what vehicle you're going to be leaving in, but listen, just before you go, Sharon Wrench has tweeted. She's already read your book and she loved it.
I'm very glad. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you very much.
More Sharons, please.
Yeah, great to see you, Jenny.
Thank you.